the social media and web marketing. And also, in many cases, you learn the secrets of the entire universe. So today, it feels like we're talking about the entire universe. We're going to be talking about web marketing in general. But before we do, we want to talk about the people who make all of this happen, the companies that make it all happen. Our advertisers, we have Planet Beach with 9 locations here in the Phoenix area. If you're not in the Phoenix area, there's Planet Beaches all over the United States. So we recommend that you go there. It's a great place. For one small fee, you can have unlimited access to all of the spa treatment that you want. It's amazing. I love it. You can tell I don't tan very much, but there also is tanning there. And I recommend Planet Beach wholeheartedly. Great massages, wonderful place to be. Also, for all of your floral needs, we have 2 flower shops, so we recommend Glendale Flowers if you're in Glendale on about 59th Avenue and Glendale, and those beautiful little boutique shops. And then also, if you go down the I-17 freeway on about 19th Avenue and Northern, we have PJ's Flowers. We absolutely love using them. And also, you can reference my blog about giving away flowers at thepoweroftheflowers.com. I am not allowing my children, especially my sons, to read The Power of the Flowers because it's a little more powerful than I actually want for my sons. But if you're looking to get new clients and if you're looking to have great relationships out there, flowers are, I have found over the years, have been one of the most powerful things that are out there. So we thank our advertisers. We also want to thank Crescendo for providing wonderful phone systems to those that are out there. We thank them for being a major advertiser on the show. And today we are joined by Vertical Measures, which is ranked in the number 9, I think. At least as I was doing my research on the internet, you guys are ranked number 9 in the United States out of hundreds of SEOs. There's probably, I would not doubt if you include everybody who works out of their basement, there's probably over 100,000 SEOs out there.
Easily.
So definitely welcome Art Enke and Mike Huber, who are representing Vertical Measures on the show today. We want to welcome you on the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You bet. If anybody wants to follow along and research, you can actually go to the Vertical Measures website, which I'm assuming is verticalmeasures.com.
Yes.
Okay, and spelled just like it sounds, verticalmeasures.com. And no fancy spellings or hyphens or anything like that, which is just good basic SEO. So again, thanks and welcome on the show. If you want to talk, just so people know who each of you are in relation to Vertical Measures, and maybe we'll start with Mike and then have Art talk a little bit about where you fit inside of the company. What are each of your roles inside of Vertical Measures?
Sure. I am the VP of Client Services at Vertical Measures, and I work directly with account managers and our project managers. And my responsibility is to make sure that what we've contracted for with our clients is delivered in a timely manner.
Very good. So that's the person. If somebody comes on as a new client, they'll probably have a lot of interaction. Probably, hopefully, a little bit of interaction. That means it's a happy client. A lot of interaction means that they're going to be about to become a happy client.
That is exactly right. And I try to get involved on the front end of the process, just so we have a really good understanding of what the client needs. So when we start with a new client, we try to take a snapshot of where they are right now today, look at their traffic, look at their on-site factors, and really just get a good feel of where they are so we know what kind of goals to set for them and where we want to take their website.
Absolutely. And also, I just need to tell our audience that out of, even though I did research and Vertical Measures is in the top 10 in the USA, we're lucky to have them in our backyard up there in Scottsdale, which is still part of the Phoenix area. And so it made it a bit easier to have them in studio. And we also didn't just talk to the top 10. We actually talked to many other SEO companies that were located here in Arizona. And to be honest, we came up with the conclusion that Vertical Measures is probably the best one, not only in the top 10 in the USA, but the best one in Phoenix. So I consider that an endorsement. Consider that whatever you want. I just think you guys are a great company. I also brought you on board. I was a little bit biased because I actually have seen one of your PowerPoint presentations before at a marketing evening meeting. meeting and was really impressed that you guys were all about content, and we're going to talk about that, and we're going to give a little bit of a teaser. Don't expect it to be inside of this segment. We're going to be talking about the Hummingbird release update that's been out about 30 days now in the Google algorithm, and if any of you are wondering what Hummingbird means, then make sure you stay tuned in some of our other segments, and we're going to be talking more about that. So now, Art, tell us a little bit about your role inside of Vertical Measures and what you do there.
Sure, yeah, I'm Director of SEO Services, and my team's responsible for conducting in-depth site analysis, taking a look at sites, troubleshooting issues, and exploring opportunities to grow exponentially, organically. That's my role. My team does a very good job of leaving no stone unturned. We take a very, very detailed look when we do a site audit, and we're responsible for maximizing opportunities on the left-hand side of Google, of course, which is the organic search results, is what my team focuses on.
Okay, very good. And if I could make an analogy here, the reason why you want to have organic results versus your pay-per-click, it's like renting your house versus owning your house. I mean, there actually are some ranked companies, if you actually go out there, that are mostly pay-per-click, and you have to be aware of that. Yeah, they're going to get you results within 24 hours, maybe 36 hours. You have results, and you feel really good. You're right up there. But if you're in that pink beige pay-per-click area, and the big question I have to ask all of you out there is when is the last time you clicked personally on the pink beige pay-per-click area that says ad? When's the last time you actually clicked on that? And how often do you actually click in the more organic area? And I think you kind of have your answer where you want to be. You want to rank organically, and you own that when you rank on keywords, when your content is good, you own that space. Is that an okay analogy to use?
I think it's a great analogy, and what you're saying is really true, that most searchers will search or click on the organic side as opposed to the pay-per-click. But don't totally discount pay-per-click.
Agreed. It's kind of like ethanol in your gas tank. You know, good for the environment.
There's actually good reasons to do paid search. And it's not just necessarily on Google. There's social media where you can do paid advertising as well.
Good point.
So one of the things that we encourage our clients to do when they create really great content is to promote it. So you don't automatically go to the top of the search engines with your content right away. So it's a really good idea to promote it, to get other people to look at it, and then potentially to have other people link to it.
You know, very good point. And again, I am not the SEO practitioner, and Art is. So anytime I'm a little off base, you pull me back on track. Okay. But this is another thing that I tell people. For example, I just went through a client that they had a spend of about $2,000 a month that they wanted to spend out there, and they were with Dex, which. If any of you are out there with Dex, give me a call, 480-296-1776, because I don't want to badmouth anybody out there, but there are other better ways to get results for your money. Let's just put it that way and be done with it. So they wanted to reroute their Dex money over, but Dex was trying to tell them that they were doing pay-per-click. They asked them how much pay-per-click, and it's very easy. If somebody is telling you that they're doing pay-per-click and they won't show you the pay-per-click account, it's your account. You can log in, you can see how much pay-per-click is being done, but instead Dex told them that's proprietary information, which we all burst out laughing about the proprietary information of your pay-per-click. And in a way, they may not have, I'm not saying they were lying, because to be honest, I think the reason it's proprietary is it wasn't necessarily pay-per-click that was being done on behalf of the client. I think it was pay-per-click where, if anybody understands how Dex works, and again, I would probably want to have a rebuttal from Dex, so don't take this as gospel truth, but my opinion, in my very, very humble opinion as a non-practitioner, I think Dex actually does pay-per-click for themselves and tells the client they're doing it on behalf of them, and the reason is they temporarily are owning that particular landing page, that particular space, but that's why they can't show a pay-per-click account. So this is, if you are doing pay-per-click, if you guys, I think you won't disagree with me, you should probably put your pay-per-click account with the SEO company that you're using as well, because it is part of the overall battle strategy, like you were saying, that first of all, you want to test a couple of keywords. Maybe you want to test out Sun City, get a few phone calls from Sun City in your particular window blinds, whatever it is that you're doing. You want to see if Sun City is a good market for you. You can test it for 3 weeks to a month and just see if that's a good place you want to own. If people are calling in just beating you up on price and telling you, oh, I'm on a Social Security budget and there is no way that I can pay that kind of price, and you realize we're going to lose money on every account, probably you don't want to own that keyword, so let's move on to a different keyword. Plus, as you were saying, it's about content, so you can actually use pay-per-click to promote for a while until you own the keyword organically, then you can pull it back out of pay-per-click and keep them searching. So if you have two separate companies, it's kind of like having, if you had pay-per-click with one account, with one company like Dex, and you then did your organic SEO with vertical measures, the problem that I would see with that is it's like saying we have 3 out of our 5 starters on the Phoenix Suns that play for the our Steve Nash, still somehow plays for the Phoenix Suns while he's at LA. Not going to happen. He always is going to score for the other team. Okay, so you can't coordinate and you can't coach when they're on 2 separate teams. But if it's all under one roof, would you guys agree with that?
Absolutely. And since you mentioned coordination, we recently merged with a great paid agency called SitePro.
Okay.
And it's very interesting you mentioned working together, because we work in tandem very well.
Uh-huh.
So they'll be working on a client, and I can feed, I can get data from the SitePro team, and they can get data from me. And when we work in tandem, it works really, really well together. Because then we can see conversion on specific keywords, and so the organic strategy becomes much more thorough because we have that angle. So that's something that we're very excited about at Vertical Measures.
So listen to what he just said, because I took a lot of words to say what he said in about 10 seconds, and I think we're actually about to come up to break. So we've got about 1 minute to break. Give us just the 1 minute overview of why somebody should use Vertical Measures.
Well, we're a search, social, and content marketing company, and the SEO landscape has changed dramatically in the last 18 months. So there's a lot of webmasters out there and websites that have lost traffic, and they're really trying to figure out the why of it. So there's been a Panda update, a Penguin update. There's also been the recent Hummingbird, which you had just mentioned. And then there's also been a change in Google Analytics where they don't show you the keywords anymore where people are searching to find your site. So there's a lot of people who are really at a loss for what do I do next. So that's why you would want to come to Vertical Measures. Because we take a look at your website, we do some analysis on how the site is set up, its architecture. We'd also do a content inventory, see what content you currently have, and then talk to you about your goals and where you want to take the website. So based on that, we would create a strategy for you that would look at the SEO portion, it would look at the content, and then it would also touch on some other aspects of promotion that could really help you advance your traffic and your leads in your business.
Absolutely. So if you fit any of those categories, you want to increase your business, you want to increase the leads, you want to have good conversion on your website, and you also are aware that you need to have good content, and you want to know all about what those Google animals are, then Vertical Measures is the company for you. So you can either call them at their main phone number at 602-314-3460. You can call the sales department if you feel so brave at 602-314-3467. I actually know Patty over there. She's a great person, so you'll love working with her. And also, if you want to just go to the website and research them a little bit, it's verticalmeasures.com, or you can call me and get an independent third-party analysis and talk to me before you refer over to them. Either way is fine, and you can call me at 480-296-1776. Again, thanks for tuning into the Social Universe. This is Kurt Wilhelm, the host of this Social Universe here on World Talk Radio and Voice America. And when we come back, we're going to talk about those nice fuzzy animals, the Panda, Penguin, and Hummingbird having to do with Google. So don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.